not sure if anyone will see this video, but I will be reading stories from a book called Stories for a Teen's Heart, and over 100 stories to encourage a teen soul, compiled by Alice Gray. I'll probably be reading one story a day, but the first chapter is called Family. And here's a little life lesson. Things I've learned lately. Looking people in the eyes is showing them respect. My grandma is my friend. Memories are a treasure you should never let go, and I never want to get too big for a hug from my dad. Alright, so the first story is called Love's Sacrifice by Kathy Kingma. I'm not sure if I'm saying that last name right, but I'm sorry if I didn't. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Going to an affluent high school wasn't easy. I watched with envy as many of the rich kids drove their parents' car. Sports cars with bragged about where they bought their designer clothes. I knew there was never a chance for me to compete with their wealthy status. But I also knew that it was a near crime if you wore the same outfit twice in the same month. Coming from a family of 5 with a tight budget allowed us a little hope for style. That didn't stop me from badgering my parents that I needed more fashionable clothes. My mother would frown at me. Do you really need them? Yes, I said admittedly. I need them. So shopping we would go. My mom waited outside the dressing room while I tried on the nicest clothes we could afford. I can recall several of these necessity trips. Mom always went without complaining, never trying anything for herself, though she'd look. One day, when I was home, I tried on one of my new outfits and modeled it in front of my parents' full-length mirror. As I was deciding what shoes looked best with the outfit, my eyes wandered to their closet, which was particularly open. What I saw brought tears to my eyes. 3 shirts hung on my mom's side of the closet. 3 shirts she'd worn endlessly and were old and faded. I pulled open the closet further to see a few work shirts of my dad's that he'd worn for years. It had been ages since they bought anything for themselves. Their need was greater than mine. That moment, I opened my eyes to see the sacrifices my parents had made over the years. Sacrifices that shown me their love more powerfully than any words they could have said. 9 words. Never forget the 9 most important words of any family. I love you. You are beautiful. Please forgive me. By H. Dr. Jason Brown, Jr. That was the person who wrote 9 words. in a paragraph. The 9 words thing. And like I said, Love Sacrifice is by Kathy Kingma. And that was the end of our story for today. I will also, if you guys are wondering my pronouns, it is he, they. You will see it in my bio. But yeah. Have a good day. Hope you're doing well. Have a good day. See ya.